Welcome to reading 5. This is the last reading of our Romulus and Remus readings from stage 48. This is the same as the text found on page 283 of your textbook. Let's see, this is the actual augury contest that we heard about back in reading 4. So, priori remo augurium venisse fertur, sex vultore. So, the augury, the bird sign, fertur is said venisse, to have come, because that's your perfect infinitive there. So the augury is said to have come to Remus first, 6 vultures. Yamque, and with the augury Yam Nuntiato already announced, when twice the number had shown itself to Romulus, right? So Remus got in there first. He's able to announce that he saw 6 vultures from up at the Aventine, and that's already been made known when twice that number, when 12 had shown themselves to Romulus. And the subject here is sua multitudo, so his own crowd had saluted each one as king. So we see from that there were supporters of Romulus and supporters of Remus. They each have their own posses. So his own crowd had saluted each one as king. Those, meaning the ones who supported Remus, were trahebant regnum, were claiming the kingdom by the time taken beforehand, right? So Remus saw his birds first, so he wins. But these, the Romulus supporters, were again claiming the kingdom numero avium, by the number of the birds. So that illy and he, nominative plurals, and then the avium here, genitive plural, by the number of the birds. Inde, then, having come together with an altercation, with an argument, a disagreement, in a contest of anger, they turn to slaughter, right? So the argument gets heated, and it actually gets all the way to bloodshed. Ibi, there, in turba, in the crowd, Remus, ictus, having been struck, cecedit, fell dead, right? So Livy claims that what actually happens is just in the melee that ensued, that's when Remus died. But that's not what his readers would have known the most about. And so he reports, Vulgatior fama est. So the more common story is, and it's such a famous story, he has to acknowledge that it exists, even though he seems to put forth that the truth is it was simply, no one's quite sure who killed him. He just died in the crowd. But the more common story, that comparative there, is that Ludibrio Fratris, in mockery of his brother, Remus, transiluesse novos muros, jumped over the new walls. And so perfect infinitive there. And, given that the novos could have very easily gone with the muros, it is probably meant to be kind of clever that you have to jump from novos to moros. You jump right over the transiluisse, so that's cute. Then Remus interfectum esse is understood. Then Remus was killed by angry Romulus when he had added, speaking angrily also with these words, thus then, quicumque alias, whoever else will jump over my walls, right? So this becomes this kind of proverbial expression about Roman toughness and their willingness to defend their city and their walls, that even Romulus's own beloved twin brother, when he mocked him, had to die, right? Anyone who will try to cross our walls will face my wrath. So thus then, whoever else will cross my walls, will jump over my walls. Ita, thus, Romulus alone, solus Romulus, potitus imperio, took possession of command, right? Got the power. And again, this is an imperio ablative, and potitius was on our list of verbs, those deponent verbs that all take the ablative. So, quick review. So we've got utor, we have fungor, we have fruor, we have wescor, and then this one, potior. So notice Five deponents: utor, fungor, fruor, wescor, potior, and they all take the ablative case. Let's see. So thus, Romulus alone took possession of the power. The founded city, the Condita Orps, Appellata, understand an S with that, was named Nomine Conditoris by the name of its founder. So the founded city was called by the name of its founder. And that's it. So good luck studying.